Thank you very much, TV Asia. I appreciate you taking the photographs, videography of my paintings. I thank you and I appreciate very much.
See, India Community Center actually is 15 years old, but actually longer than 15 years because the two organizations merged, India Community Service Center and India Community Center. India Community Service Center predates it to somewhere in the late 80s. So again, the community is coming together, but this with Anil Godwani and Gautam Godwani and Talat Hassan and Kamil Hassan, they've taken to new heights because we got the network, a larger vision, and our community is growing very vibrant, and we have a great, great future, and the community center helps bring that future about in no small measure. So here it is to ICC for the next decade.
You know, we have different kinds of centers. They're not quite like this in terms of the physical space that's here. And so I think that this is a really great model for lots of places. Many of the centers tend to be religious centers, and then they have other activities that happen. But I think this kind of a cultural center that has a physical location, that has all of these different cultural programs that are part of it, I think that's incredibly important. So I'm going to take this back and say, okay, we're going to have to set up an ICC in Washington State.
That's a good one. And currently, what is the main cause that you're supporting at the Congress level? What is it that you're supporting? Like, you're coming up for elections next year again.
I am, and I'm on the Judiciary Committee, so I do a lot of work around immigration issues. I've worked on immigration issues for the last 15 years, very important to the Indian American community, but to immigrants all across our country, but also to our economy. So I cover all of those issues in particular, and especially in this presidency, it's been very important to, I think, address the fact that there seems to be this anti-immigrant rhetoric coming from the White House, but in fact, if you look at Silicon Valley, it's the perfect example of exactly what immigrants can contribute when they come into a community. So, and we certainly have that in Washington State as well. In addition, I've been very active on climate change and the environment, really moving to a green economy. I'm also extremely active on issues around middle-class families, raising the minimum wage, paid safe and sick days, all of those issues. So there's been a lot of wonderful things for me to work on and a lot of challenges in front of us.
That's true. And the current, the sexual harassment thing going on.
Yeah.
I mean, how are the Congress addressing it, or the House of Representatives?
Well, I think we have a lot of work to do. You know, in the few short months that I've been there, it's been a year now, I've had to take on my male colleagues multiple times on the floor. And there's been many articles that have been written about this in the Washington Post and the New York Times and elsewhere, because there's so much sexism. And what I face is, I think it's the beginning of a culture of diminishment of women that ultimately leads to, in its worst form, the kind of actual actions, sexual harassment actions that have been taken, including violence against women. And so I think we have a lot of work to do. Paul Ryan has said that he's calling for us to have mandatory sexual harassment training for all of our offices. The Senate just passed a bill.
We all need training.
Everybody needs training, I think. And the reality is, even in the Indian American community, we have a lot of stereotypes about gender and about what women can do. And so for me, as the first Indian American woman in the U.S. House of Representatives, I think it sends a really strong signal to women across the world, and certainly in the United States, that we are very strong, we're very intelligent, we have lots to contribute, and sometimes we're smarter than the guys. So
we are smarter than the guys. That's for sure. But I'm totally honored with the way you spoke. It was very impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Namaste Mitro. My name is G.S. Satya. I am originally from Karnataka, but my friend Karthik Trivedi from Saurashtra, he is a good friend of mine for more than 40 years. His amazing art has captivated me to be his good friend, and I'm honored to be with him here today to promote his artwork. And also, it will beautify anybody's home. It will make your house a palace. His paintings, as you know, is in the White House, Elysee Palace, Buckingham Palace. Every house will become a palace and a mansion become a palace with a Karthik's painting. So please do support Karthik Trivedi. Thank you.
I am delighted to be here with TV Asia, and it's a very, very special evening here in Silicon Valley. And we have three amazing congressmen who have visited from all parts. We have Ro Khanna, who's arrived here from Fremont. Then we also have our congressman from Chicago, which is Raja Krishnamurthy. And we have Congresswoman from Seattle, Washington, which is Pramila Jayapal. Ami Bera, he did a very special video broadcast. We are missing him, but it's a fabulous evening because the community is here to support all these amazing members of the Indian American community that have been contributing and spearheading lots of great efforts, pioneering many more Indian American elected leaders that we will have in office soon. And more importantly, we are also talking about ICC, the India Community Center, which is where we are today. You know, the ICC has basically brought together Indian Americans from every part of the Bay Area, not only having some fun, but also making some amazing things happen, like sending a table tennis team to the Olympics, you know, creating leadership at the sports level, but also in the community. This is a convergence of our high-tech leaders, folks who have done very well in Silicon Valley, that are now collaborating to make something good happen with the ICC. It's a fabulous evening, and I really commend the efforts of Raj Desai and team for making this happen today. Anil Godwani, Talat Hassan, Kamal Hassan, fabulous leaders of a community, and I'm just delighted to be here. Thank you.
Welcome to TV Asia, Raj.
Thank you for coming and featuring, or at least giving exposure to what we do here at
Raj,
ICC.
thank you for accommodating us at the last minute.
Not at all. It's a pleasure.
So tell us now today, I heard you, I saw your updates and everything. Since 1.5 years you've become the CEO. And how do you feel at this moment? Where do you think you've taken ICC to what level, and what are your plans?
It's just absolutely thrilling. What wakes me up every day, brings me to ICC, it's the people. At the end of the day, it is people we are serving, and people's feedback, positive most of the time, fortunately, but also constructive feedback is always welcome. This is a community organization. So I and my staff fully understand we're here to serve and ensure that we are always relevant, we're always making improvements, and we are basically accommodating to those who want any minor changes or any different way of engaging with ICC.
But you have made changes, like today's banquet is a totally different style.
Yes, so I think, basically being a locally funded, locally supported community organization, you want to ensure that those who have been helping us to get to where we are now with $35 million funding, you have to give it a break and say, okay, you've helped us, thank you for doing that, come and hear where we are heading, and continue to support us, continue to engage. It's not a fundraising event, it's not a ticketed event, and everything we've done here today was simply just to recognize all these people.
Anything new that you have added, or anything new that you have introduced? I think your classical music.
Sure.
I think that's
Classical music is absolutely dear to my heart, because really Indian culture without classical music doesn't make sense. So, I'd love to hear a tabla or a sitar or a harmonium, santur kind of playing here every day. That's kind of what my hope is. So I thought with classical music, with having so many talented people here in the Bay Area who are all volunteering, which is fantastic. We're so fortunate that they all come forward and say, we will do it, and we host them, and lots of people come and listen to this lovely music. So any of your viewers want to come and have a nice evening here, it's free for members and a very nominal fee of $5 for non-members. And there's always 70 to 100 people here, and it's very well presented on a Saturday, a very convenient time, 5 o'clock. And so,
would you like to replicate ICC across Bay Area or across USA?
of course, basically Bay Area. We arrived here in Milpitas not knowing that, of course, 15 years later, there are traffic issues, and there are housing issues. And so whilst this was a center for both Fremont and all of the East Bay, as well as San Jose, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, it's now becoming difficult. And so we're looking at Sunnyvale, Mountain View, middle of next year to open up ICC. We are operating currently a senior center, but we want to expand.
Have a banquet place like this?
No, I think banquet, we're basically going to say there are lots of other places people can choose. We want to provide adequate facilities that serves the community. Yoga, Bombay Jam, preschool, after school, stage acting, theater is such an important part like classical music. So create nice little studios where people can celebrate and enjoy various aspects of our culture. Food, I mean, why not invite people with unique recipes that they have at home, which are kept private and secret, bring them out and let the rest of the community experience it and have a dialogue.
People don't want to share the secrets.
Hey, you might be encouraged to run a restaurant, I don't know.
Yeah.
But at least have some test trials here and see how the community at large enjoys the various cuisines that are being cooked up at home.
Why do you
We don't do that. We are going to start next year.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll come up. with
Sure.
something.
Sure. Absolutely. Most welcome.
Great. Today's program was really good, and especially, can you please share with us about the congressman that you gave award to?
Oh, I mean, it's just incredible. It makes us all proud to have 4 people here being elected to the Congress, and it's we got to recognize it is an uphill battle for these people to persevere, to fight the battles, to win the elections, and to represent the community as Indo-Americans shows that we're now participating in civic duty. And whether it's at the city level, Saratoga, Cupertino, wherever you are, go engage. Start with the PTA in school and get to feel like what it is to serve, these various institutions. And it makes our community proud, because it's one thing being CEO of an organization, but it's another when you start basically going into, exactly.
Thank you, Raj, and all the best for the next year.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, welcome to TV Asia, Savita.
Hello, nice to meet you,
Mayor.
Reena. Savita Vaidyanathan, Mayor City of Cupertino. Thank you for calling me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Today you're here at the ICC 15th annual Thank You event. They've changed the name from fundraiser to Thank You event. So where do you think, I don't know how many years you have seen ICC grow, but where do you...
15 years, all 15 years, because my parents visit the United States very frequently. So we've been part of this branch as well as the one in Cupertino, Sunnyvale. So they've been frequent visitors, and I have been to many of ICC's events. Spectacular.
Yeah, what exactly do you like? What is the USP of India Community Center?
I think the word community is the USP. It's our community. It's the Indo-American community, which comes here and celebrates everything in pomp and style.
That's true. And tell us something. Tell us something about the congressmen who have come here. They were awarded.
It was my honor to visit here with 3 congressmen and women who are recently elected to the United States Congress. Ro Khanna from the 17th district, my district. So proud of Ro Khanna. Pramila Jayapal, so proud of her because she's a woman, Indo-American woman in the Congress. And of course, Raja Krishnamurthy from Illinois. So very, very proud to host all 3 of them right here in ICC Milpitas.
ICC wants to go to Cupertino or Sunnyvale areas. What do you think about that?
So I've been in conversations with the leadership in ICC, and we're looking for spots in Cupertino for them to look for in terms of a facility where they can house the seniors, they can have programs for students, after school programs. We are hoping that will happen very soon.
Thank you, Savita.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is BB Jagadish, and I'm one of the trustees of India Community Center. We are very proud of how far ICC has come in the last 13-14 years, and it's great to see the kind of programs that ICC offers to seniors, to children, and to various people who are interested in music and culture and other kinds of stuff. It's fascinating to see how ICC has come this far, And this program that is happening today is just a blend of everybody coming together with excellent recognition of the congressmen, that Indian congressman that U.S. has elected, which is such a proud moment for all of us and for all these four congressmen that got recognized by the ICC during this program. So it's a fascinating story. We are all very proud of what ICC has achieved, and I think we look forward to even greater achievements to do more things for the community, both Indian as well as the American community, for years to come.
Hi, my name is Ashok Vesh. I have actually been with ICC right from the start many years ago, and it's just great to see it as it's developed over the last 15 or 20 years into this true community structure. So I came to the US, 50 years ago, when there were only like a few thousand people in the Bay Area. There were no Indian restaurants, there were no Indian community centers, and we at Berkeley started the first Indian community center there. And it's just great to see what we have built here, the community, everybody getting together. So congratulations. I hope that we build from strength to strength. And as Steve Wesley said, maybe in 5 years we're going to have an Indo-American running for president. Thank you.
As a member of the founding team, I'm very proud to see this moment. What has happened here in the last 15 years was more than what we had ever imagined. It took us longer, but what has come out is an example in the world. I'm very proud to see multi-generation of families coming here together. We want to see this kind of centers all around the globe. I'm very proud of the team that has been assembled, and it is serving our community in an enormous way. The children, the senior, the families. So I'm very happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Asha. I want to just say that ICC is truly a home away from home for us. I was involved from day one when we did our first set of focus groups all over town, asking the community what we needed. And it has become an amazing place for seniors, children, families, everybody. And I'm just so excited and so happy to see it flourish and to see where it is today. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Anil Godhwani, the co-founder of India Community Center, and we're here today for the Thank You ICC Thank You event, our annual banquet event, to celebrate with 200 of our closest supporters. This is the inner circle of ICC that has helped spearhead so many of ICC programs. These are the people that helped start the ICC preschool, the ICC senior program, ICC Save-a-thon, and the world-renowned ICC table tennis program that has produced more Olympians at the London Olympics and the Rio Olympics than the rest of the country put together. It's wonderful to see this group has also helped raise over $34 million for ICC. And that really wouldn't have happened unless the community believed in it. So we just wanted to, instead of having a fundraising event, have a thank you event and say to people, thank you for being here, and we are truly grateful for your support. So I hope that some of you will come and join and participate in one or more of our many programs. Thank you very much.
I am very fortunate to witness this event today, to witness Mr. Kartik Trivedi ji's arts. You can see behind, he's done some folk contemporary art as well. Very intricate work, and I'm an artist myself and really inspired by his artwork. Thank you, Kartik ji.